In this brief tutorial, I'd like to show you how to navigate our course in Edmodo. After creating your account, you can simply log in. And if you follow the directions so far, you should have clicked the Join button and typed in the group code that you were given. This would have added you to our group or course. What you'll notice when you first get into Edmodo is that there's a lot on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to direct your attention to the things that matter most. All right, and as you explore Edmodo more, you'll learn what the other items do for you. Your default page you land on shows you the latest posts. The idea here is you're in a teacher account, and so you could, in principle, create several courses. This page is meant to sort of give you an update on the most recent activity in all of your courses. For the purposes of this course, though, as you're learning how to make apps, you really only need to worry about the one course that you've been added to. So you can go to the course that you've been added to, and what you'll notice on this first page is that there's an opportunity for you to introduce yourself to the other folks in this class. Again, the purpose of this course is that it's a little more social than the typical online course, and the hope is that we're interacting quite a bit with our questions and our ideas. And so this is a way to get to know the other folks who are in the course. Now, when you first enter the course, this is all you'll see. If you give us a little time, maybe a day or so, we'll add you to the subgroups, which you'll see listed below the main course here. It'll give you the course title, and you'll see Unit 1 through Unit 6. So I'm going to add this account. So I just wanted you to see what it looks like before that happens. So have no fear, you'll be able to see the units. But once the course begins on our first day, you will see these additional units. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, now you can see that after the instructor of the course has added you to these subgroups, you now see units 1 through 6. Now each of these units will approximately correspond to a week of our course. So if you go ahead and click on one of these units, you'll see the items that are required for this week. Now one of the first things it takes a little getting used to on Edmodo, although if you're used to social networks maybe it's more familiar to you, is things go sequentially from the bottom up. So the very first post was actually down here at the bottom. So anytime you enter a new unit, you'll want to first look at the bottom of that unit. That'll be the first introduction. And so you can see each of these units begins with just a very brief introduction, and you can then download a PDF which contains the instructions for this unit. So simply clicking on that will open the PDF. And of course you can download this, you can print it, you can do whatever you like with it. But that PDF will contain the directions and links that you'll need to work through the course. Now, invariably, on any one of these units, there's an assignment, and so you'll find that right above that introduction, where you can complete that assignment. And in some instances, there's a separate discussion, which may even be above that. All right, so as you're looking through this, it takes a little getting used to, but it should be pretty clear as you read those directions that are posted there. For some of our units, you'll be asked specifically to upload something to turn it in. You'll see what that looks like here on Unit 2 in this example, but you can click this Turn In button where you have to turn something in, right? And so if you click on that, it gives you some options for uploading either an image or a PDF or a zip file, whatever you might need to upload in this particular case. So you can always click on this Attach, either a file, a link, or an item from the Edmodo library. You can turn in more than one item at a time, so you could upload several images or several documents depending on the nature of the assignment. You can always click this Edmodo button to go back to your main page. One other item that would help make this learning experience even more social is if you would update your profile, so we can have your picture and a little bit about you. Now your profile page can be found if anybody clicks on your picture over here in the Members section. You can see what your profile page looks like by clicking on Profile. This one, since it was just set up, doesn't have really much information. You can type some information about yourself. But to update your image, you're going to want to go to Account and then Settings. And that would allow you to either choose one of these images or, hopefully, more appropriately, upload an image of yourself to share. Then you can update your login information as well as your password if you ever want to change that, or information about your school. With that, that's sort of the nuts and bolts of getting around Edmodo. I'm sure you'll learn more about it as we work through the course, and but hopefully that's just enough to get you started.